Welcome to a new episode of Review Remedy by ScoreDoc. I'm Ava Dawson, and today we're talking about something people often put off until it becomes impossible to ignore: eye care. You know the moment. You're reading a text and suddenly your phone is like way out here at arm's length. Or nighttime driving starts feeling a little harsher, a little blurrier, a little less comfortable than it used to. If that sounds familiar, you are absolutely not alone.
And I'm Daniel Garcia. That's such a real way to start, because vision changes usually don't announce themselves dramatically. They kind of creep in. Maybe reading small print gets harder. Maybe your eyes feel dry more often. Maybe lights at night seem brighter than they used to. And sometimes, sure, it might be a routine correction issue. But sometimes it means you need a closer look from an ophthalmology clinic that can evaluate what's going on and help guide next steps.
Exactly. And choosing that clinic matters because eye care is often not one and done. It can involve follow-up visits, monitoring, ongoing communication, and just feeling confident that the people caring for you are organized, responsive, and consistent. I always come back to that word: reassuring. Patients don't only want credentials. They want to feel heard, informed, and comfortable coming back.
Right. Ophthalmology focuses on the diagnosis, monitoring, and long-term management of eye health. So when patients are comparing clinics, they're not just asking, "Can I get an appointment?" They're also asking, "Will this place communicate clearly? Will the staff treat me well? Will the experience feel steady over time?" Those are the kinds of patterns patient reviews can help surface.
And in Canton, Ohio, plus nearby communities like North Canton, there are multiple ophthalmology clinics in a well-established healthcare network. Which is good news. But also, let's be honest, a little overwhelming. More options can mean more tabs open on your phone, more ratings to compare, more conflicting comments. And then you're sitting there thinking, wait, which of these reviews actually tells me something useful?
That's the internet experience in one sentence. And that's why this kind of comparison matters. We're looking at what patients are consistently saying, not just one glowing review or one frustrated comment. When care involves vision, people want confidence before they choose.
So in this episode, we're going to walk through how ScoreDoc ranked the best-rated ophthalmology clinics in and around Canton, Ohio in 2026. And then we'll share the 3 clinics that stood out. Not as a final decision for you, but as a really solid starting point if you're researching care.
That distinction matters. We're talking about review performance and patient experience trends, especially recent ones. We're not making claims about medical competence. We're helping listeners sort through reputation signals in a clearer, more structured way.
Perfectly said. So if you've been meaning to look into an eye clinic, or you just want a smarter way to compare your options around Canton, stay with us. We've got the method, the context, and the top 3 list coming up.
So here's how the ranking process worked. ScoreDoc analyzed patient feedback for ophthalmology clinics in and around Canton, Ohio, comparing 15 clinics in total. The rankings were based on recent patient reviews from the last 24 months, plus overall star ratings, total review volume, positive sentiment in written feedback, and ScoreDoc reputation scores. The goal was to reflect current patient experience as accurately as possible.
And I'm glad you emphasized current, because that's a big deal. Reviews older than 2 years can feel less relevant to people who are trying to judge what a clinic is like now. Staff changes, scheduling changes, communication improvements, all of that can shift over time. So this approach keeps the focus on more recent patient experiences while still considering the broader review picture.
Exactly. And the core factors were pretty straightforward but important. 1. Overall rating. 2. How many total reviews a clinic had. 3. How many of those reviews were recent. And 4. Positive sentiment, meaning how favorable the written comments were across review platforms. That combination helps reduce the risk of overreacting to a tiny sample size or a single standout comment.
Yeah, because a 5-star average with only a handful of reviews tells you something, but it doesn't tell you the same thing as a strong rating supported by lots of feedback and lots of recent engagement. That's where the context matters. Volume, recency, and sentiment help paint a fuller picture of what patients are actually experiencing.
And one quick but really important note. These rankings reflect patient experience indicators, not medical competence. I always want to say that clearly. Review analysis can help identify patterns in scheduling efficiency, staff interactions, communication, and satisfaction. It does not measure clinical skill directly.
Right. This is a research shortcut, not the entire decision. Think of it as a way to narrow the field intelligently. From there, patients can still verify information, visit clinic websites, and decide what feels right for their needs.
So, based on that analysis, 3 clinics stood out. First, Hills and Dale's Vision Inc. It posted a 4.8 rating with 13 total reviews, 5 recent reviews, and 92.3% positive sentiment. The total review count is lower than the others on this list, but the available feedback was largely favorable and showed continued engagement in the last 24 months.
Second, Roholt Vision Institute, North Canton. This one had a 4.9 rating, 107 total reviews, 89 recent reviews, and 97.2% positive sentiment. That recent review activity really stands out. When you see that many recent comments alongside a high rating and strong sentiment, it suggests sustained patient interaction and a consistently positive experience across platforms.
And third, Vitreoretinal Consultants, Inc., also at a 4.9 rating, with 395 total reviews, 72 recent reviews, and 96.7% positive sentiment. This clinic had one of the highest total review volumes in the comparison, which can be especially helpful when you're looking for a broad base of patient participation over time.
So to recap the 3 best-rated ophthalmology clinics in and around Canton, Ohio in 2026. Hills and Dale's Vision Inc., Roholt Vision Institute, North Canton, and Vitreoretinal Consultants, Inc. Each stood out based on available review data from the last 24 months and the broader ranking factors ScoreDoc considered.
And if you want the full research, the article goes deeper into the review profiles and methodology. We've linked it in the description so you can explore it for yourself.
Thanks for spending a few minutes with us on Review Remedy by ScoreDoc. Daniel, always good breaking this down with you.
Same here, Ava. And to everyone listening, thanks for being with us.
Until next time, take care of your health.
And keep your vision clear. Bye, everyone.